What's going on, Junkie Nation? Gorgeous George and Goes are back. We got one of our favorite guests, an MMA superstar. It's UFC light heavyweight Jamahal Hill. Jamal's going to be fighting Jimmy Crute coming up here on a couple of weeks. What's going on, Jamal? How are you?
Going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
Not much. When I heard red light, I was like, is this guy in Amsterdam? Is he partying before the fight? The partying comes after the fight. But I guess you're getting a red light treatment.
Yeah, man. But you know, it's always a party when I'm fighting, before I fight, after I fight. It's always a party. Come on now.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, first of all, update us on the toes. You got some stitches and everything's. That was what, about a month ago? You good?
Yeah, no, we good. That was over a month ago. That was a while ago. We've been back. Toes good. Everything's good.
What does this red light do for your body? I imagine it's like a recovery, right? But can you tell us exactly what it kind of does?
It's for like muscle and tissue healing and stuff like that. And it's just some new technology that was introduced to me, and I'm checking it out. You know, trying to keep myself in the game in all ways.
How long are you going to be in that bodysuit right now? Or like how many minutes?
I just finished. It just actually went off. I'm actually done. It's like about a half hour.
Can you still show us the bodysuit, or is it off?
It's all. I mean, it turned on. I can show it to you, but it's not on. The lights go off after a certain amount of time.
This is your first time exploring, or have you done it before?
No, I've been doing it for some weeks now.
All right. And so you just kind of feel rejuvenated and ready to go for another workout?
Sir, I mean, I just did 3.
Oh, wow. Okay. You know, this camp, we talked to you actually after your last fight, and we said, hey, let's catch up before the fight. And I remember one of our last things you said was, I think one of the things that's going to really put that loss behind you is you came to grips with it, you took it head on, and you were ready to just, turn the page and just start the next chapter. And so how was this training camp? Were you able to sustain that, or were there still moments of frustration from the last result?
No, no moments of frustration at all. I mean, it is what it is. I can't go back. I can't change it. So, and it's not the fact of moving on with a new chapter. It's not a new chapter. It's still the same book. That's just part of the book now. And I take it, I learn from it. You either, like I said, you either win or you learn. That's how I look at it. That's how I tell my guys to approach it. That's how I'm gonna approach it. And I definitely learn.
How are your feelings coming into this fight? Are you as excited as all the others, or is this a different mindset going in?
I'm definitely excited. I get to do what I love doing. I get to collect another bag and I'll put another man on the highlight. So I'm excited. I'm always happy, man. I'm always happy. I'm enjoying this, man. I worked a long time to get here and get in the position that I'm in. Ain't nothing gonna kill it for me. It's all just a part of the story. It's all just a part of the journey.
Jamal, because of the way you reacted, like how George mentioned, you said all the right things, and so many of our listeners really just kind of grabbed onto you and were like, man, that's my guy right there. The way he's talking, you motivated a lot of people. Do you feel like a win here can just kind of carry that previous momentum that you had in this division?
Yeah, I think a win here just puts we right back on track, right back to where we were before for the last result and the COVID and everything else that then came along with this year. Just get back on track, get back to the winning ways, and just keep building.
I want to ask you about a comment that you made that I absolutely loved. And you were talking about your hands, and you were just saying if it were just hands down, you're the best as far as just hands. Where do you think you developed that confidence, and what is it about? Is it just the rest of the division, or is that kind of across the board?
That's across the board. The thing is, I've seen everybody, and it's just what I do, the work I put in, and the things that I know I'm able to do. There are guys that I'm impressed from. There are guys that I learn from. I'm also willing to adapt. I'm also willing to switch things up, change things up. I can change my game up many different ways, especially when it comes to throwing hands. It's just there's never been anybody that I haven't been able to touch at will, and there's never been anybody that's just lit me up. I've never been just lit up before. So
When you look at Jimmy Crute and you look at his game, can you already just through video identify something that's making your mouth water? Like, I got this. I know this situation here.
yeah, I see things. I see things I can capitalize on. I see areas where he thinks he's better than me at, and where he thinks he's a world beater, and it's an all beat all if he gets there, and it's not that, you know. I'm just more so I'm just gonna let people remind people why I'm here and why you know what I mean, why I am who I am.
Jimmy Crute loves the submission game, and I wanted to ask you, your grappling coaches, have they put you in those types of positions? Is that what a lot of this camp has been about? Like, is a lot of it proportioned towards the defenses of the strengths of the other guy, or is it more towards your strengths and not worrying about what the other guy brings to the party?
It's geared towards everything. Like, obviously we work on things that we see that he likes to do. But it's about strengthening my game always, everywhere. You know, every time, whenever I come in, I got a question or anything about my game, something that I notice that I need to improve on. We address that always. That's what it always is. That's what it always will be. You know, the minute I start thinking like, oh, he's better than me, I need to start doing this here, doing this specifically, and completely worried about getting single-minded like that, I stop growing. You know, and I like the way I grow up. I like the rate that I grow at in between each fight, and we're just gonna stick with that. You know, just because we had a little mishap last fight, you know, I've been doing this since 2010. You know, I haven't lost. That was my first time losing. I still don't feel like anything is broke, so I'm not fixing nothing.
You know, I love that you're a football guy, a former football guy. I love football as well played. And I love that shout out you gave to your coach. Rest in peace to your coach. You know, it sounded like he meant a lot to you. I wanted to ask you, in MMA, who are the coaches that have maybe reached that level of love and affection and respect and admiration that you had for that football coach?
The guys that go to war with me every time. It's the same ones. If you go back to whenever I first stepped in the cage, go back to any fight, go and watch any of them, up and all the way from the regional back doors and nowhere to outside under tents to now on the biggest stage in the UFC. The same guys have been with me. Those my guys. Those my big brothers. You know, those are my teammates. Those are my, you know what I mean? Those are my guys. You know.
What would you say is the attribute that they have in common with the football coach? Is it something about their leadership, mentorship? What can you say that you identify and why you have such respect for those that guide you?
They let me be me. They let me be me. I know I'm a unique individual. I know sometimes I'm not the easiest individual to deal with, and they embrace that, and you know, and they still show me the same love. They still guide me the same, and it's all the same. You know, they never waver. You know what I mean? They got my back 100%. I feel comfortable going to them with things that I need and stuff like that. Yeah, man, we're a family. We built this bond over years. We've been grinding blood, sweat, and tears for over a decade. So,
Jamal, have you thought much about 2022? If we had this interview same time next year, what would we be talking about?
Hopefully, me headline some of these pay-per-views coming up. Bigger bag, bigger check. You know, I'm trying to get up. I'm trying to get up there. You know, I'm just outside the top 10. You know, win against Jimmy Crute. Now I'm probably knocking inside the top 10, and just build from there. You know, everything gonna come. We just got to stay focused on what we got, what we can control, and that's winning and dominating.
Two more quick ones. What did you think of the Teixeira fight where he defeated Jan Blachowicz? You know, that's your division. Those are the top guys. Not to say like, are you a fan of them? But what did you think of the fight? I'm sure there's much mutual respect between
I'm a
you guys.
fan, man. I'm 100% a fan. You know, I think it was great. I'm happy for Glover Teixeira. I'm happy that he won. You know, it's a guy that's been around the game, and my man is 42 years old. You know, he done paid his dues in the game, and it's good to see somebody like that rewarded with with the cat with the with that exclamation point on your legacy, a championship. So yeah, and it looked like he not willing to give it up. He ready to fight for it, and shit, that's nice because you got a lot of people that's coming as takers. You got a lot of takers that want to come take what you got. I'm one of them.
The division is definitely exciting, and you're right, man. Both of them cats, they had rough patches, and they both became champs. I thought it was pretty inspiring for all MMA fighters out there to know to never give up on themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
And the last question is number 19. Were you a wide receiver, or were you like a Keyshawn Johnson? I think he wore that number. Well, what positions did you play?
Nah, I was for that specific team, I was a safety and a linebacker.
Okay. So
9 and 19 was number 9 and 19 was always my numbers. That was for football, that was my numbers. I obviously in high school they don't really have number 9 or 19. They kind of keep it in the numbers that you can put on one hand or two hands and stuff. But yeah, 9 and 19 is my numbers.
That's probably where Sweet Dreams came from, right? You were putting people to sleep when they came over the middle.
But I was putting them to sleep whether they came over the middle, ran outside. I wish I had some of my highlight tapes. I wish I did. I tried to get some of them. I guess like my coach said that his computer crashed or something, and he lost a lot of them. There's somewhere. I probably had to give my my old quarterback, and he's got some tape. Y'all, I got to get some for y'all. Y'all can see your boy been smacking people for a long time.
Post it online, man. I'd love to see it. I think I asked Vince St. Preux this question because he balled as well. What's more mouth-watering, that clean KO in an MMA fight, or a nice clean, either knocking out the quarterback or hitting someone over the middle? Are they the same, or is MMA a little sweeter?
That's a tough one, bro. I don't know, cause I done had some hits on some bull. I done had some hits on them. And see, like with football, like the one play that comes to mind. This I was playing safety. I was coming from the other side. They did like a toss play, and the running back broke free. I met him at maybe like 7 yards up the field, and I leveled this dude. And when I hit him, he flew out of bounds. I flew out with him, and I kind of landed on top of him. So I was sitting on him, and I slid. I slid onto their sideline. It was just mugging their team. Woo! Come get your boy up. All of that. I don't know. It's just something about that. That shit was live. But a knockout. I done had to knock a lot of people out. So that's I don't know. It's a certain thrill to that too.
Well, maybe if things go your way with Crute, that same type of a KO, you can give us a celebration display that's similar to what you experienced that night. You don't have to slide all over him, but maybe slide across.
Nah, we ain't gonna do all that. I like Jimmy.
All right, man. Well, listen, we'll let you get back to what you were doing. Thanks as always for your time. We always have a good time interviewing you. You always keep it real, man.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. Y'all have a good day.